How to find and fix the causes of our bad habits. So, every behavior has a surface level craving and a deeper underlying motives. Okay, alright. A craving is just a specific manifestation of a deeper underlying motive. Our brain didn't evolve with a desire to smoke cigarettes or to check Instagrams or to play video games. At a deep level, you simply want to reduce uncertainty and relieve anxiety and to win social acceptance and approval or to achieve status. Look at nearly any product that is habit forming, and you will see that it doesn't create a new motivation but rather latches on to the underlying motives of human nature. So, find love and reproduce using Tinder, connect and bond with others, browsing Facebook, win social acceptance, posting on Instagram, reduce uncertainty, searching on Google's, achieve status and prestige, playing video games. Our habits are modern day solution to the ancient desires, new version of old vices, and the underlying motives behind human behaviors remains the same, and the specific habits we perform differ based on the period of history. And here this powerful part. There are many different ways to address the same underlying motive. One person might learn to reduce stress by smoking a cigarette. Another person learns to ease their anxiety by going for a run. Your current habits are not necessarily the best way to solve the problem you face. They are just the methods you learn to use. Once you associate a solution with the problem you need to solve, you keep coming back to it. So, our brain is continually absorbing information and noticing cues in the environment. Every time you perceive a cue, our brain runs a simulation and make up predictions about what to do in the next moment. So when you see a cue, you categorize it based on your past experiences and determines the appropriate response. This all happens in an instant, but it plays a crucial role in your habits forming. And because every action is preceded by a prediction, and life feels reactive, but it actually a predictive. All day long, you are making your best guesses of how to act when what just seen or what just happened, or what just worked for you in the past. You are endlessly predicting what will happen in the next moment. Our behavior is heavily dependent on these predictions, and put another way, our behavior is heavily dependent on how we interpret the events that happen to us, not necessarily the objective reality of the events themselves. And the cause of our habit is actually the prediction that precedes them. And these predictions lead to feelings, which is how we typically describe a craving, a feeling, a desire, and urge. Feelings and emotions transform the cues we perceive and the predictions and we make into a signal that we can apply. They explain, they help explain what we are currently sensing. So you have been sensing the cues the entire time, but it's only when you predicted you would be better on in a different state that you take action. A craving is the sense that something is missing, and it is desire to change your internal state. When the temperature falls, there is a gap between your body as currently sensing and it wants to be the sensing. This gap between your current state and your desired state provides a reason to act. Desire is the difference between where you are now and where you want to be in the future. Even the tiniest action is sting with the motivation to feel differently than you do in the moment. Our feelings and emotions tell us whether to hold steady in our current state or to make a change. They help us decide the best course of action. A neurologist has discovered that when emotions and feelings are imparted, we actually lose the ability to make decisions. We have no signals of what to pursue and what to avoid. Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio explained, it is emotion that allows you to mark things as good, bad, or indifferent. Whenever the habit a successful address a motive, develop a craving to do it again. Habits are attractive when we associate them with the positive feelings, and we can use this insight to our advantage rather than to our detriment. So, how to reprogram our brain to enjoy the hard habits? So, you can make hard habits more attractive if you learn to associate them with a positive experience. Sometimes you all need is a slight mindset shift. Okay, all right. Now, imagine changing just one word. You don't have to, you get to. You have to is replace what you get to. You get to wake up early, or you get to cook dinner for your family. By simple changing one word, you shift the way you view each moment. You transition from seeing this behavior as burden and turn them into the opportunities. The key point is that what version of reality I do, you have to do those things and you also get to do them. We can find evidences for whatever mindset we choose. So reframing your habits to highlight their benefits rather than their drawbacks is a fast and a lightweight way to reprogram your mind and make a habit seem more attractive. So I'm nervous. Many people feels like they are nervous, they are excited, they are getting an adrenaline rush. But these little mindset shift, these little mindset, these little mindset shifts aren't magic, but they can help change the feeling you associate with a particular habit or a situation. If you want to take it a step further, you can create a motivation ritual. You simply practice associating your habit with something you enjoy. Then you can use that cue whenever you need a bit of motivation. Okay, alright. Spread the work, take 3 deep breaths and smile. Said about life, take 3 take 3 deep breaths and smile. Once a habit has been built, the cue can prompt a craving even if it's a little to do with the original situation. And the key to finding and fixing the cause of your bad habit is to reframe the associations you have about them. It's not easy, but if you can reprogram your predictions, you can transform a hard habit into an attractive one. So, what's the chapter summary? This is just a similar to the inversion of the second law of behavior to make it unattractive. So, every behavior has a surface level craving and a deeper underlying motive. And our habits are modern day solution to the ancient desires. Prediction leads to the feeling. Benefit of avoiding a bad habit to make it seem unattractive. Habits are attractive when we associate them with a positive feelings, and unattractive when we associate them with the negative feelings. Okay, and this is you can see how to create a good habit and how to break a bad habit. Okay, and thank you.